So I've never played Russian roulette, but I do play Jewish roulette, which is when I don't ask the waiter if the sauce has dairy in it. It's not as deadly, just as messy, but anyway. Before I move on, I feel like I should warn you that I am often politically incorrect.
Woo!
Yeah, for example, I think that there are only 5 congressmen and they're all from Delaware. Also, if a law isn't written in gel pen, it doesn't count. And when you run for president, they give you a parakeet, and when you drop out, you have to give it back no matter if you've grown attached. Oh, I'm sorry. Did some of that not sound correct to you? Yeah, you were warned! Get on board. I don't actually want to get too political, except to say that if President Trump is in the audience, just know, I know that if you draft me, I will spend the whole war explaining that I probably don't have to poop right now. But the fact that we're not near a bathroom makes me feel like I have to poop right now. That's not going to be fun for anyone, so you can do that. I do have a new character I've been working on. You ready for it? Good, because here it comes. New character. No. Thank you! I'll be here all week! That was a broke comedian to his parents. Speaking of staying at your parents' house, you ever see the Newlywed Game? Yeah, it's like a couple's quiz show, and they introduce each couple with a little bit of innuendo, right? They'll be like, he taught her how to fish, so I guess you could say she can handle his pole. But I would love if they had one episode where they just dropped the innuendo entirely. They were just like, their first date was to the aquarium. So I guess you could say he fingered her behind the aquarium. How great would it be if the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie is just Jack Sparrow's great-great-grandson illegally downloading the first movie? I got another character here for you. Here we go. So, welcome to the greatest show on earth! We've got elephants and trapeze and clowns, and oh my god, we killed every clown in the village. We were just boys. That was PTSD Barnum. I think it's so weird that if you dip your entire body, including your penis, into a swimming pool, everyone's fine with it. But if you just dip your penis into the swimming pool, people get all weird. And it's like, oh, it's better because I'm also sticking a butt in there? That doesn't make sense. That should be worse, if anything. Do not get it. I was at a restaurant and they put salmon on my pasta I didn't ask for and charged me $7 extra for it. Yeah, I was so mad I charged it to the Hulk. But like if the Hulk was afraid of conflict. Right? It's just like, you overcharge Hulk's food! Hulk, give you tip anyway! Hulk, sorry for not communicating clearly! Hulk, smash fists into pillows at home! I think that fireplace is such a lazy name for a thing. Yeah, well, we were either going to call it that or the ouch hole, and it turns out the ouch hole was already the name of something. Joke is a Rorschach test for what you think the ouch hole is. So enjoy that. You ready for a terrible character? Yeah? Alright, good. Here we go. You have the right to remain horny. Any innuendo you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to a hot stud. If you cannot afford a hot stud will be appointed for you. That was a cop reading someone their Samantha rights. I think that every episode of Undercover Boss should just be called, "Hey, how come there's a camera crew following the new guy around?" Oh, I love the game Trivial Pursuit, but I don't love that they haven't printed any new cards since the 70s. Right? So I got a card that said, "What scandal brought down the Nixon administration?" Flipped it over, it said, "Trick question, Nixon's still the president." That's a tough one. I had another one that said, "What's the world's most expensive sport?" Does anyone want to try and yell? Fencing? Yeah, why not? That might be. But it's not. According to this, the world's most expensive sport was large yacht racing. Okay, yeah, until they see my new sport, larger yacht racing. I feel like football is the modern version of gladiator combat, right? Except the Lions never win anymore. They used to win most of the time. That's a bummer. I don't know if you've seen this, if you heard about this. I don't know if you've seen this. They got drone racing on TV now. Right? Have you seen that? They have drone racing on TV. But the real drones are the people watching it, man! Yeah. I rewrite that joke every time there's new drone news. But not the bad kind. Just like, the delivery kind or whatever. I also was thinking about robots. I think it's interesting that all robots seem to be English, none of them Cockney. Right? That's weird that there's not just a robot that's like, "Oi! Me and me mates here was thinking maybe we'll kill all humans." You notice that took like a real drop after the oi part. Maybe because I can only do Jewish robot. And that's the overlap there. I also, when I was in high school, I had a crush on this girl, and the week that I was going to tell her how I felt, I decided to change my phone's ringtone to the Killer song, "Change Your Mind." Which those of you who don't know goes, "And if the answer is no, can I change your mind?" Which in retrospect is a super creepy song. Because it should go, "And if the answer is no, I will respect your feelings. Maybe we can still be friends. I hope you understand if I distance myself for a little while. It's not because of you. I still have some maturing to do. I still try and live my life according to the lyrics of the Killers." Parentheses, the Change Your Mind song. And so she didn't feel the same way, which I kind of, knew. So that was all right. And then a couple months later, we were getting coffee just as friends, which is where she told me that there were a lot of similarities between Obama and Hitler. Yeah. I guess sometimes things work out, right? Oh, and just to clarify, this was 2008, so what are you even going off of? Like now we know it turned out the exact same, but like back then, who knows? I've been entertainment.